Hey everybody, welcome to Life According to Logan, and I feel bad because I don't really upload as much as other people do when they're in TNT training and such, but we've been so much on the road. If I'm not driving, I'm sleeping, and then when we do have a little bit of free time, I'm pretty much living in the moment. And so I thought I'd update you on something that happened. Ended up getting 10,000 miles added to my TNT because I had a accident. So I'll go ahead and go into that in a minute. But I just wanted to say thank you to those of you who have subscribed, who've commented, and put a like on my videos there. I really appreciate it. And so I'm here back home on home time. Actually, it's more of a vacation. All these cute little bunnies. There's like two little baby bunnies. I'm at a nature preserve in Genesee County in Michigan, my home county. And I like coming here, walking. I think I did a video or two where I was here or somewhere else. But this one's a nature preserve, so it's safe for the animals, and we can walk around and stuff. You can't take anything home with you or anything like that, but it's nice. It's a great day, and we're here on a vacation for 2 weeks. And so what happened was a few weeks ago, I think it was my first time we had a little bit of home time. And really it wasn't home time. It was, we had a load that came back home and we were only an hour away from home, so we decided, well, it's 2 days before we got to deliver it. Get off me, box elder. It was 2 days before we had to deliver it. We already got back here, so we decided to, just kind of chill at home for a day and a half. And so that's what we did. And then we got back out on the road, and I normally do the night shift. That's just what I like to do. I like to drive through most of the night and have a little bit of the morning to myself. And so I got into this Love's, and we're early for our to get to our 90. I just had to stop in this Love's nearby to just top the reefer off if it needed it. And it's late at night, everything's packed, and it's kind of one of those to get to the fuel island. It's kind of a one-way in and out for the actual fuel island. So I'm going in, and I see the fuel island exit. Like, they're coming out this way, and everything's packed. There's not a single parking spot at all, which I don't need a parking spot at this point. I just need to possibly top off the reefer. And then you have the Love's building where they do all the fixing everything, like, I can't think of the words, the shop. So you got the regular building over here, the fuel island that you can only come out, I couldn't go in. And then you have a building over there where they do all the maintenance and fixing your tires and all that. And so I had to go up where the building is, and you have to kind of go around and then snake around. You couldn't see really what. But so you have like this curve where when you come around where the people are parked and the building's over here, you're going to come around this way, and then you got to go around this way, the building, and then this way, like this way here, and then you can get to the fuel island. So I'm trying to avoid the people who not only are parked in spots that are parking spots, but there's people parked along this curve, this first curve. They made their own parking spots. So I'm like, okay, well, I got to avoid them. I don't want to hit them. So I go wide and around, and that was my first mistake because I went too wide. So now the back of the trailer is close to the building that I need to avoid next. So now I'm coming up, and then I'm like avoiding these guys. I'm making sure I'm not hitting them. And I look forward, and where I got to do this next turn around the building, there's someone parked right there. They're parked right there on that curve where I need to kind of go straight, because if he wasn't there, I was thinking, oh, I can just go straight and then hug that curve, and then that'll correct my problem back there, because I didn't realize it was really as big as it was, even though that probably would have worked. Well, he's there, so now I can't do that. So I'm like, okay, well, I got to adjust this. And so I go and I get as close to him as I can, I thought. And I'm coming around, and I'm making sure, like, I'm not hitting him. And then, but I'm still going around. And then as I'm turning this way, I hear a crunch. I stop and I look, and my trailer is on top of the cement pole that's protecting the side of the building. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I was just so pissed and was like scared. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just going to lose my job and all that. So it's parked on top of there. So I wake up my trainer and tell him, hey, I effed up real bad. It's real bad. And so we had to deal with that. And I mean, he could have kicked me off right then and there, and he was pretty pissed, but he didn't show it so much. He actually held that in, didn't yell at me or none of that kind of stuff. And we went along the processes of getting that fixed up. We ended up being late for the receiver because we couldn't get there that day after all. They had to bring something in, lift the trailer up, off, over, and down. And then we had to find someone to fix it because not only was that skirting like hanging by a thread, but the cross beams, like 5 of them, were all bent and messed up. Thankfully, none of the product was ruined, so they were able to transfer that onto another trailer, and then we got it in. So we got a service failure, and then my trainer was deciding whether or not to even keep me on the truck, because one of his first rules, you wreck my truck, you wreck the trailer, you're off the truck. And up to that point, I'm a very safe driver. This was like a huge mistake that I still beat myself up over right now. But we got through that. He decided to go ahead and keep me on, and we were talking about it, and he's like, you know what? You're bound to hit something at some point. It's a big rookie mistake. Otherwise, you're a safe driver. You just got to make sure to have your head more on a swivel and just take your time and such. And so as the weeks have gone by, we were joking about it more. It still beats me up inside because, otherwise I'm so freaking careful. Now I'm even more careful. But he's like, you're bound to hit something. He's like, I still hit things every now and then, not to that capacity, might accidentally bump into something in the back or whatever. But he's like, it's bound to happen. You're a rookie. Just make sure to do extra wide swings, which I do even extra wide swings now, and just keep your head on a swivel, which of course I do. Haven't had any incidences since then, but they ended up adding 10,000 miles to my training, which I was appreciative of because I thought, they could have put 20,000. My dispatch, he's heard of that, and I thought, well, if anything is deserving of, it's that. But they only gave me 10. So we kept on trucking and doing pretty good. And I'm very happy with this career choice. And so I got some good news too. And I don't know that anyone's made it this far because I don't necessarily, spin a good yarn. I'm not that interesting, but we got told the other day, about 2 days ago, maybe 2 or 3, that I qualify for upgrading. And I was like, what? So I thought I had an extra 10,000 miles, but apparently I got through all of my miles. Apparently they changed the policy to where it's no longer 50,000 miles for reefer, but it's 30. And so I did my 30 plus the 10. So I did 40,000 miles and some change. And I thought, wow, that's interesting, but I'm glad to get through it. I know how to do the job. I'm just a little slower at backing. I got the backing down. We actually practiced that today some more because, I have all the concept downs and I can do it and I get myself out of pickles, but I'm like, we need to tweak this so I don't get into too many pickles in the first place. So we worked on that for several hours today, and I think we're going to do just a couple more hours because I want to practice the 90 with, because we're changing the tandems into different spots because you have to account for that. So that's what we're practicing. And then tomorrow I think we're going to do just another hour or two more just to until I'm satisfied with that. And then after our 2-week vacation, we're going to start heading back to Springfield. I don't know how many loads it'll take to get back there, and then I can do my upgrading process, which now I'm nervous about that. And I actually wrote Romaine the trucker to see what the simulation, because I don't like the simulator. It could be kind of fun, I guess, but when it's you either pass or fail, now I'm sitting here going, oh great, so what if I can't back on the simulator because it makes me nauseous and you can't get out and look and you can't do this and that. Excuse me. So I'm like, oh great, I go through all of this hard work and learning to possibly get set home because I can't back on a simulator. But we'll see. Apparently, according to Romaine, because he did answer my question, he says it's actually easier. The backing portion, I guess, is you just back into a dock, but I don't know if it's just you're just doing a straight back or if you have to set yourself up for a straight back or what. Because I just get nervous on the simulator and I don't want to end up puking all over the place because I get motion sickness with stuff like that. I can't do RV things even, where you put on the goggles and it's 3D and I can't do it. It makes me sick. So But I'm pretty excited about the upgrade. I'm still kind of in shock that I got through my miles and the extra miles they put on me. But I'm very appreciative for my trainer, for one, just being an awesome all-around trainer. We get along really great. I've mentioned this a couple times. He's actually my nephew's buddy. So, it's not like I'll never see him again. I'll see him around and stuff. I think we're going to try and do a picnic or something one day while we're out here. So, that is my update. That was a pretty big boo-boo. Oh, and there was that light that's on the trailer, like on the middle. Okay, that fell off. So we have it in the truck, and we tested it before we left, and it still worked. It still worked. So we kept it because they had to put a new one on it anyway. And so he said he's gonna we have a bunch of photos of the accident, which I took some pictures too. So if I can figure out how to edit them and put them in here, I'll put at least one or two of them. If not, then I'll probably just use the one of them as my thumbnail. So I know it's not as easy to see, but you can see like what the heck I did. I feel embarrassed by it and ashamed, but I mean, think about it. There I am in a truck. Everyone has to go around me, and then when they come around, they're all looking like me dead in the face, taking pictures and shit, and I deserve that little bit of embarrassment for doing something so stupid. But just think about it. I'm driving. It says Prime Inc. on the back, and it has that label that says "Driven by the best," and there it is, parked, stuck on a pole by yours truly. So. Oh man, I'll be beating myself up over that for a while, but at least now I can kind of laugh about it. And anytime where he's like, "Oh, why didn't you park there?" I'm like, there's a cement pole. That's my kryptonite. I'm staying away from that, and then we'll start laughing. But all in all, he said he would have let me go a long time ago, not kicked off the truck, but he says, you're a safe driver. You already know how to do all this stuff. He's like, I think you're ready to go. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty excited to get my career started. I haven't decided 100% if I want to do company or lease. I know there's a lot of people that have already gotten into my comments. Sorry, I can't seem to speak. Gotten into my comments already, even before I even started my TNT, really, about, oh, don't go lease or don't go company. Everyone has their opinions and their own, path forward. I don't know if I'm going to say either way. I think that it's probably best to go company when you're a rookie. And that's what I am leaning towards. Greatly, but we'll see. I won't tell anybody because I don't want to deal with the comments there. But yeah, and that's it. That's all I have. Hopefully I pass the simulator when I go back and can stay with Prime because I really like it here. I've had a great experience so far. The only bad experience I have, I caused. So, I think I'm headed towards a great opportunity here, and I look forward to being here for years to come. So cross your fingers for me that I don't mess up on that simulator and puke all over it or whatever. And I hope that y'all have a good 4th of July and a good 4th of July holiday weekend, and get to spend time with your friends and family or whatever it is you want to do. And I should have time to upload during my my upgrading process, and whether I pass or fail, I'm going to be posting about it. So if you want, you can give a like, put a comment down, sub if you want to see if I get to stay with Prime the next couple weeks, and I'll talk to y'all later.